friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind God Updates and God Too, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
They refused to give up on Toddler, who went without a pulse for hours and got a miracle. Written by Mel Johnson, read by Julie Provost. After pulling Waylon Saunders' lifeless body from a pool, the toddler without a pulse spent 3 hours technically dead. However, his story wasn't finished yet. Against all odds, the toddler survived the horrifying ordeal. And this little boy is a testament to just how good God is. If you need proof God still performs miracles today, look no further than little Waylon Saunders. The 20-month-old managed to find his way outside at the home daycare tasked with supervising him. And he ended up falling through the layer of ice covering the outdoor swimming pool. By the time Waylon's body was retrieved, the little boy had already spent at least 5 minutes underwater. Found lifeless and without a pulse, firefighters raced to get the toddler to the nearby hospital. When Waylon arrived at the Charlotte Eleanor Eggahart Hospital, his body temperature came in so low it wouldn't even register on the hospital's equipment, and he was in cardiac arrest. Doctors and nurses throughout the facility dropped everything that they were doing to come and assist with resurrection efforts. The other doctors that I worked with at our family health team came running, left their offices to help out, Dr. Nathan Taylor recalled. Dr. Taylor estimates at least 20 different individuals jumped in to help out. That includes the EMS team who transported Waylon and stayed behind to help save the toddler without a pulse. The team started a constant rotation of CPR on the little boy. They also worked to raise his body temp. It was truly a team effort. Lab techs were holding portable heaters in the room at one point. EMS personnel also helped out by rotating through as compressors and helping with managing his airway, and nurses were even running to microwave water to help with warming, Dr. Taylor said. The group spent 3 hours giving Waylon Saunders CPR as they waited for another team from the Children's Hospital in London to arrive and transport the boy to another facility. And just before they arrived, the medical staff at the Charlotte Eleanor Eggahart Hospital finally succeeded in getting a sustained pulse. From there, they stabilized the toddler and turned him over to the critical care team from London. Waylon was kept sedated and comfortable throughout the whole ordeal. We were really trying to keep him alive so we could give him the best chance at good recovery, explained Dr. Jason Tyson from Children's Hospital in London. Raising Waylon's temperature and getting a sustained pulse was a turning point. From there, the medical staff continued working together to help the little boy overcome the odds before him. There was a big team helping him then, keeping him comfortable as his organs started to heal, then allowing him to wake up. He exceeded all expectations, Dr. Tyson said. Miraculously, after 3 hours without a pulse, Waylon Saunders not only survived, but also recovered. The toddler who spent 3 hours without a pulse ended up leaving critical care less than 2 weeks after his accident. And then, about a week later, the hospital released him home, where he continued to amaze with his recovery. He beat the odds. Everyone worked so well together, and the transition was seamless between different stages of his care journey, Dr. Tyson remarked. Everyone used their skills, and we truly worked as a team. We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. The teamwork and dedication demonstrated by all of Waylon's caregivers just goes to show that they were doing God's work, and it meant the world to the boy's family. They did something amazing. They're heroes, said Waylon Saunders' mother, Jillian Burnett. The other day, I told them that they are God's soldiers. I will forever love them. They are like a big family to us. They have a big piece of my heart for the rest of my life. Months later, Waylon is back to being your typical happy, healthy, and active toddler. He'll forever be a reminder to his family that God is real and still performing miracles today. Be sure to share the story with someone who could use the encouragement. For you have delivered my soul from death and prevented my feet from falling, that I may walk before God in the light of the living. Psalms 56:13. Mom awakes to realize her husband isn't breathing, leaving her to raise 8 kids. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. Mom awakes to realize her husband isn't breathing and has passed away, leaving her to raise her 8 kids alone. In the heart of Great Britain, James and Chloe Green's dreams of a bustling household filled with laughter and love seemed to be unfolding just as they had imagined. With his boundless energy and deep love for his growing family, James cherished every moment with their brood. Their family expanded rapidly, with each new arrival bringing immense joy and fulfillment. However, their journey took an unexpected turn when James passed away suddenly on December 4th, 2015. In the blink of an eye, Chloe faced the daunting task of raising their 8 children on her own. The loss of James was an unimaginable blow, leaving Chloe to navigate the challenges of single parenthood while grappling with her own grief. Yet, amidst the darkness, she found solace in her unwavering faith and comforting presence of God. With God as her rock and refuge, Chloe drew strength from the memories of James' love and devotion. Though his physical presence was no longer beside her, his spirit lived on in their children, a constant reminder of the bond they shared. As she embarked on this unexpected journey, Chloe clung to God's promises, trusting in his grace to sustain her through the darkest of days. With each step forward, she leaned on her faith to guide her, finding courage in knowing she was not alone. She relied on the deep love she shared with James, too. He had always wanted a big family. Even though she was left alone, her determination to love their children and remind them of their father, James, is her priority. Through tears and heartache, Chloe remained steadfast in her commitment to her 8 kids, pouring out her love and devotion as she navigated the challenges of single parenthood. Though the road was rocky and uncertain, she faced it with unwavering determination and faith. In the midst of her grief, Chloe found strength in God's comforting embrace, knowing that he would never leave her or forsake her. With his help, she persevered, turning tragedy into triumph as she raised the children with love, grace, and unwavering faith. Psalms 23:4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.